Welcome, race fans. We are back tonight with the NSRA Sunday Select Series here at Talladega. Going to be a great race here tonight. I do have my good buddy Wayne Finley in the booth. Wayne, welcome, and good to have you back.
Yes, sir, Rudy. Good to be back, man. This is going to be an exciting race tonight. It's a new tire model, Speedway. Woo, look out, folks. Pull those belts tight.
Well, tune in. I guess it's going on right now. The Loose Lug Nuts series is on tonight. And then tomorrow night starts the Extreme Motorsports 99 K&N series. So tune in for that. All right, let's look at the weather here before we get to the points. 65-degree air temperature, 67-degree track temperature. 70 laps we're doing tonight. That's 186 miles. 40 to 60 laps on tires, but I don't really think that they're going to go that far. They'll probably want to change at least 2 tires. Fuel window, they're running 60% fuel. That's about 18 to 22 laps around in there. They did increase the fuel mileage on these. I did see that in the last build. Pit road speed 40. What? That ain't right. Where the heck did I get that from?
Pit road speed's 55.
Yeah. I don't know where I got 44 from. I must have hit the wrong key. Anyhow, 55 mile an hour down pit road. All right, let's take a look at the points coming in. Michael Coe, Pondo Coe, is our points leader by 1 point over Mark Martin. Mark Martin, did I say that? Mark Mann. God, man, I got to get my head together here. Michael Whitaker in third, 10 points back. Paul Servant in fourth, 12 points behind. Daniel Harrington in fifth, 18 points behind. Chris Akers in sixth, 24 points back, tied with Daniel Holloway. And those two are teammates working together. And we got another tie here. Dane Osborne and Sean Stevens tied for 8th place. They're 25 behind. And DJ Mitchell rounds out the top 10, 27 points behind the leader. Wayne?
11th place is Gary Whitmer Jr., 12th, Anthony English, 13th, Tim Williams, 14th, J.R. Johnson, 15th, David Gainforth, and tied for 15th is Douglas R. Johnson, 17th, Les Levy, 18th, Sean Wilder, 19th, J.D. Crow, tied for 19th, Roy Grande.
Very good, very good. Well, you got some stuff you wanted to talk about there real quick, so I'm going to let you have the mic.
We have a goal for December. The next 3 weeks, we would like to get our live viewership to 100 people by the end of December. So we're having a great giveaway for the month of December. That's tonight, December the 8th, December 15th, and December 22nd. The 29th, they're going to take off for the holidays. We are giving a Sam Bass piece of art. It's a Mark Martin print with 2 of Mark's cars. Great picture painting of Mark Martin with lightning up in the sky. And I think, do you have a picture we can put up later, Rudy?
I have it up right now.
Okay. We're going to give this print away. It's from 2016 by Sam Bass. And what you do, if you're watching, you get 1 entry. If you call and invite or text or email and invite somebody to watch, you get a 2nd entry, and then they get an entry. But they have to type in the text, Myra invited me, or Amanda invited me. So that's all they have to put in. So for the next 3 weeks, we're going to tally all of those. So if you're watching, you automatically get an entry. If you invite somebody, you get another entry. If you invite another person, you'll have 3, and so on. And then they get an entry for watching our broadcast on the Sunday night series only. And then at the end of those 3 weeks, we'll tally it all up. And when we come back on January the 5th, I believe, for the first race of next year, we'll announce the winner. So if you invite 5 people, you have 5 entries, plus you're watching. You only get 1 for watching. You don't get a 1 for watching each week. So I encourage you to invite somebody. But this is a fantastic Sam Bass piece of art. Sam signed it. but it's the AAA car, Mark Martin's number 6, and it's a great print of Mark Martin by Sam Bass.
All right, very good. Well, I wish everybody luck, and we'll be drawn on January 5th. Very cool, very cool. Well, we got just about another minute here. We're going to be stepping away for the national anthem. Looks like we got about 25 drivers in there right now. I think it's going to be pretty good. Look out for some 3-wide racing, because I'm telling you, we're going to see it tonight. I talked to Daniel Holloway a little bit before the race, and he said it's going to be a fantastic race. And right now, he is at the top of the leaderboard, but that's draft out there, you know. But we'll see if these guys, who's going to qualify, where they're going to be starting. And we'll be back after the national anthem to give you a rundown of where everybody is going to be starting.
Twilight lies gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fights. Oh, the ramparts we watched were so busking in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land under the to say, stand of the brave, the U.S. of A. Oh, traitors that star-spangled banner, yeah, wave for the land of the free. And the
All right, folks, we're back. Qualifying's just getting started, so I'll let Wayne talk about that stuff there. Wayne?
Yeah, there was a new build on iRacing this week, and we have a new tire model. And the new tire model for the first 2 or 3 laps is very, very slippery. It's a harder rubber compound and takes temperature build up to get a good grip. The air pressures are drastically different from the old build. So the cars are a lot looser, and when they get in a pack, they tend to move around a lot more. If somebody bumps you, even in the middle, it will tend to get the car loose and spin it out. So it's going to be an exciting race tonight, because this is the first race in the Sunday night series with the new tire model. So it could be some exciting racing. And a little bit earlier, we mentioned for the month of December, for 3 Sunday nights, tonight and the next 2 weeks, we are going to write down everybody that's watching the race, and we're going to give away that Mark Martin print, Sam Bass print, on January the 5th when we come back after the holiday break. So you get an entry for watching one time, and when you invite somebody to watch the race, you get a second or a third or a fourth. And just have them type in the chat, Amanda invited me, or Crazy Dan, or Marcus invited me to watch, and they get an entry and you get an entry. So if you invite 5 people, you get 6 entries, 1 for watching and for everybody you invite. Our goal is by the end of the year to have 100 live viewers for that last race on December 22nd. So help us get to 100 live viewers, get more chances entering, and you know, I'd love for them to stay and watch the whole race. But hey, if they come and log in and watch to 10 minutes, you know, but we would like for them to stay so we can get 100 people watching one race, and that'd be really cool. So thank y'all for helping us, and we'll put that picture up later on. But the Mark Martin print that Sam Bass did from 2016 is a really cool piece of art.
Yeah, I put it up again to show everybody. But right now, John Johnson, Paul Servant just took the pole. There's no surprise. Yeah, just send out an invite. Get your friends in there. You know, send them a message on your phone or something. Tell them, hey, get in here and watch us. Get your name entered in for that print. Wayne said that's about $100 value, so it's a pretty nice one.
It's one of Sam's more popular prints. It's one of the few he did of Mark Martin, and it's signed by Sam. Of course, Sam died a little over a year ago, and his art went up in value greatly because there won't be any more original Sam Bass pieces. So this is an opportunity to get a real collector's item. And like I say, keep an eye on these guys when they're in the pack, because this thing, somebody bumps you in the back. I got wrecked twice today in a couple of 30-lap races. The guy didn't mean to. You just cannot bump the guy. You have to push with the bubble of air, not with your bumper. It's pretty touchy.
Well, tonight's race, I think this is the last of 4 here that's sponsored tonight by Sean Stevens and family. Next week, I think Sean Wilder is going to be doing it. That would be for JD Motorsports and Pit Stall. That'll be next week's sponsors for the race. So, but thanks to Sean and his family there for sponsoring. That's pretty cool. All right, let's get down here to the MaxSpeedTV starting grid. Paul Servant did take the pole of 52.268. Congratulations to him. John Johnson will start in second. Ooh, newly painted car there, too. That's sharp looking. Anthony English in third. Hunter Reynolds starts fourth. DJ Mitzel fifth. Dana Osborne sixth. Sean Stevens starts seventh. Mark Mann in eighth place. Doug Johnson ninth. And J.D. Crow rounds out the top 10. Wayne?
11th place is Peter Bailey. 12th, Chris Akers. 13, Rusty McCarron. 14, Chris Whitaker. 15th, Les Levy. 16th, Pondo Coe. Daniel Holloway starts 17th. Stephen Herman. 18th, 19th is Russell Hancock, and 20th is David Gainforth.
All right, Gary Whitmer 21st. Tim Williams will start 22nd. Sean Wilder 23rd. Len McNeese 24th. Daniel Harrington 25th. Todd Poston 26th. Joe Sanders 27th. J.R. Johnson 28th. And that rounds out the field, 28 drivers. Not bad. Not bad. 28 cars.
Sitting there burning gas on the grid. You know, some of the guys will wait to the last minute. Some of them will grid and then cut the car off to save just a few 100 feet of gas.
Yep. Well, never know. Could come down to it if it comes down to a fuel mileage race. Look at a couple of drivers that have not joined the grid yet. Len McNeese and Dan Harrington. All right, here we go.
So we got 27 that gridded. We're missing somebody. But anyway, 27 cars rolling off behind the pace car.
Yeah, Len McNeese and Dan Harrington did not start. They did not grid. Maybe they're going to start on pit road, or maybe they've opted to not even race tonight. I don't know.
I just want to give kudos to Rudy for the quality of his broadcast. Watched another iRacing broadcast the other night of the Snowball Derby E-Series at Five Flags, and the quality was nothing near as good as Rudy's is. So well done, Rudy, for high quality broadcast, buddy.
Thank you, sir. Well, we haven't asked you in quite a while. Who do you think who would you take for a pick here tonight to win this?
I think I would go with Daniel Holloway.
Oh, that was going to be my pick. That's all right. You know what? I'm going to pick Mark Mann. I'm going to pick Mark Mann. Yep.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
Yes, sir.
There was a big money race last week. Chris Whitaker won it. Couple of 100 lapper. Chris Whitaker pulled off the win in one of the sim races.
Very good.
Yep. $100.
Nice.
He,
all right.
Had a great finish. Here we go.
All right, there's a green flag. We're off and going. Good start by everybody. Yeah, Dan Harrington and Len McNeese started on pit road, so they're just coming off pit road now.
They must have missed the grid then.
Yeah, I would say John Johnson takes over the lead. Oh, I thought he'd come down the hill, but he might have been a little bit leery about just how much room there was there. You don't want to come down and cut the nose off, because boy, that could cause a big one, and you don't want to do that on lap one. You don't want to be that guy.
Already, wrecking coming out of 4.
Oh my gosh, Chris Whitaker, I've seen that.
The cars are so loose when these tires are old. You have to be so careful.
Yep, him and Peter Bailey got together. Golly, no caution though.
Nope, they spun quickly to the apron, and there's so much room here at Talladega. yellow did not come out.
Yep. Well, that split the field up a little bit. They got them kind of laid back there a little bit now.
7 cars in the first pack and about 10 car lengths back to the
Yeah.
next little group, and
They'll
won't
get
take
caught
them
up.
long in the draft to catch up. Though.
No. They're already catching them now, so.
Yeah, the second pack's gathering up. But this new
Well-
tire model has kind of thrown everybody for a loop
Yeah.
because it's just so loose and sketchy, and it heats up and then it starts sticking, but then it goes through a cycle in 15 to 20 laps. It gets so light in the back end, and with a short fuel load, it's really going to be sketchy
Yeah.
when they get down with 3, 4, 5 gallons to go.
Well, so far, John Johnson's led both the laps. Paul Polsetter has not led a lap yet. Oh, little bump there. Got him out of shape. Anthony
Another-
English. What's that?
Another thing is the cars are blowing engines with no warning.
Yep.
They can get 270, which is normally decent operating temperature, and the motor will just go. So you really have to keep an eye on those temperatures. And without even it going red and blinking, you used to blink a lap or two, you're okay. But not
Okay.
anymore with this new build this time.
Well, Daniel Holloway and Chris Akers go to the high side. Hondo Co goes up there with them. Man, we got a lot of them going to the high side now.
Oh, wrecking.
Oh, Holloway.
Big one. That'll bring the yellow
Akers.
out.
Oh my gosh. Let's go see what happened here. I was on, actually, I would think I was on Pondo or Daniel Holloway, I think that's where I first seen it. So let's see if I can pick this out.
The 21 went up into the wall and hit it and came down, got the 04.
Oh my.
That was Daniel Holloway that
Yeah.
got loose, got up into the wall.
Oh, he
came
sure
down
did.
And nicked the 04.
Wow. And boy, that tore up a lot of cars. A lot.
They were
He
going
was
on the high
involved.
side there, and when he hit the wall, it bounced back down. Oh, 3 or 4 of the Candy Shack guys are in that.
Yep. Oh my
04,
gosh.
the 4, the 21.
Wow. Not a good way to start it out.
And Peter Bailey has taken his car to the hauler, it looks like.
Well, caution number 1, man.
On lap 5.
Yeah, there's some resets. Get some resets in there now. Jose NASCAR Gaming. Yeah, well, all you guys that are in chat there are entered in that drawing. But don't forget, we got 2 more weeks, and then we'll pick the winner on January 5th. So send your invites out to people, have them come in chat and say, I was invited by George or Jose or Mara or whoever. Say I was invited by them, so they get an entry, and then you get a second entry. If you invite 2 people and they come in and say that, you got 3 entries. So get as many people in here as you can. We're going to try to hit 100 viewers by the end of the year. Oh, Paul Servant looks like a fuel only stop for him. That's all I would do too, probably. Just a fuel stop. They didn't even hardly get the tires warmed up.
And believe it or not, now you're better off with warm tires than you are going back
Yeah.
with a new set of cold ones.
Well, I want to talk to Daniel Holloway and find out what the heck happened there. Let's see, is he coming off pit road? Yes. Let me see if I can. Daniel Holloway, got a copy?
I do, guys.
What the heck happened there, brother?
Felt like the rear end just came out on me.
Well, we were talking about that. These cars are awful light in the back end, so if you're going to make any movement with the wheel, it's got to be very slow or slight. You know, you can't make any quick movements with the wheel.
Yeah, I think Mark Mann wasn't sure if I was gonna tap him or not, and I think I did a little overcorrected too, trying not to hit the wall, and ended up taking out the field. So I took the claim in it anyway. So just early in the race, and I do apologize to everybody who got involved on that.
Very good. Well, what's the car feeling like other than when you lost it there? What was the car feeling like out there? Was it a little slick?
So far, it felt pretty good up until then, but
yeah.
With the new tire module here, you know, put that down for experience.
There you go.
Yeah, we were talking about that before the race, and I've been racing since the new build, and the cold tire doesn't have a lot of grip. Then you finally get grip, but then the back end gets so light later in the run, you can't tap anybody.
Yeah, that's what I was worried, trying not to get into the 04 right there in the middle.
All right, brother, we'll let you go. Good luck out there, Daniel.
Thanks. At least it's early in the race, so
yeah.
But, hopefully I'll be back up there.
Very good.
We know you will.
Well, we got a brand new leader, Pondo Co. Going to be our new leader.
And that 9 car.
Yeah, it looked like a lot of the guys just stopped for fuel. In the back, them guys stopped for 4 tires, but you know, back like 5th, 18th or so, Gary Whitmer and David Gainforth, those guys, they took 4. Some of them used a reset. I know David Gainforth did. Mark Mann did. Chris Akers. So, but look out for Chris Akers and Daniel Holloway, because they're working together back there. They'll be back to the front before long. Just give them a couple laps, get those tires warmed up again. We'll be good to go.
One other thing we learned this week, last few days, Rudy, is the cars move around, and when they get loose in a pack, you want to be on the outside, not on the bottom. And if you're in that outside lane, you don't want to pinch those guys down, because it literally just sucks their car up the track into you.
Right.
So it's going to take everybody a week or two to get used to this, and of course tweaking on setups, and of course here everybody's running the same setup, so everybody's at the same advantage or disadvantage. But
right.
New tire build is really tricky.
Yeah, we kind of come into Friday night's race with a lot of unknowns. You know, the drivers really hadn't had much practice with it or anything, so a lot of unknowns come in there. And I thought they did pretty well. I mean, they handled it pretty well. And actually, track temperatures were up a lot higher than they are tonight. So that really makes the car even more slicker. And they did pretty decent. So, and tonight, track's a lot cooler.
Well, believe it or not, I think a warmer track will help this tire get up to temperature quicker, because it's definitely got to get some temperature in it before it has maximum grip.
Right. Well, Chris Whitaker's going to get back on the lead lap there. And Pondo's coming to pit road. Wow.
I just noticed that.
Wow.
Coming from the lead, going to pit road.
Well, he led a lap, got that bonus point. He is our points leader. If you don't do anything any more than that, he got a bonus point out of it.
Taking right side tires and fuel. Several other cars pitting too. Pondo took 4 tires.
Well, he might as well. He's going to be in the back, you know. Might as well. 4 tires, pop out the fuel. Looks like got a couple other guys that stopped too.
Yeah, Russell McCarron.
J.D. Crow, Mark Mann, yeah. A few of them.
Lynn McNeese.
Holloway.
Chris Akers, yeah. The whole Candy Shack gang came to pit road.
Joe Sanders still sitting on pit road. Not sure what's going on with Joe, but he's still sitting on pit road. Peter Bailey took his car behind the wall. He was done.
Well, Chris Whitaker's got that 41 fixed and back out running on the track there. Yeah, Joe must have had some repairs, and he's didn't want to use a quick fix, so he's just got some time here to have some sheet metal repaired on that car.
Yeah. Well, get them going here, Wayne.
It's gonna get good, folks. Don't leave your TV. Got Paul Servant on the bottom and the 40 car on the top, the 22 and the 61 behind him. Mr. Bodine pulls the pace car down to the apron.
Which Bodine?
Brett Bodine.
Brett, okay.
Waiting on that green flag.
Green, green, green.
The green is out. Loud pedal. Here we go. Oh, Paul got a big jump on the bottom.
When Joe Sanders just come off of pit road, he's going to get lapped again because these guys are going to come around with a full head of steam, and he is not up to speed yet. He stays on the apron good.
Yeah, well, he has to go all the way around to turn 2 to the blue cone.
Right.
Or he'll get a black flag. So
Yep.
that would compound the situation.
Yeah, it would. Well, John Johnson tucked right up under Paul Servant's bumper, but that leaves Anthony English on the high side. Little help up there from DJ Mitzel. DJ's been running superb this season. Wow, he's been running good. 10th in the points coming into tonight, only 27 points out of the lead. DJ Mitzel. Come on, DJ.
Boy, the 22 is really moving around a lot.
Yeah, I noticed that. I don't know if that's Arrow or if he's, man. Yeah, he's moving around a little bit. Dana Osborne right behind him. John keeping those teammates separated there. Dana Osborne and Paul Servant keeping those two separated. That's a good one. Anthony English, a little bit of a lead.
Like a chess game at 200 miles an hour.
It is, very much so.
The speeds are down a little bit with this new tire model. They're 195, 196 there in the pack, but the qualifying speeds overall have been a little bit slower.
Yeah. All right, putting there Hunter Reynolds. Hunter started 4th, but now he's mired back here 7th place for Hunter. Watching this all transpire up ahead of him, see who's going to lead, who's going to maybe try to go 3 wide. I'd seen somebody back there try to go 3 wide, but I don't think it worked out for him. Can't remember who that was. Oh, Sean Wilder. Oh, they are 3 wide. He's coming up on him. Yes, they are coming up 3 wide.
Our big
JD
mover
Crow,
right now
wow.
is Todd Poston started 25th. He's running in 10th. So
Yes,
he
sir.
came from the back and probably was glad he wasn't in that wreck being back
Yeah.
in the back.
Yeah, that's for sure. I don't know. I think, if I would see 3 wide right at this point in the race, I would back out of it, man. I wouldn't want no part of it. It's just way too early for that 3 wide stuff, you know? Save that for like when you get down inside 20 to go or something, you know?
Just as I was going to say, they heard you. Here comes somebody out on the outside 3 wide.
Yeah, that's Sean Wilder out there. They're trying a couple of them out there. Looks like 23 there, Rusty McCarron, but he drops it back down in. He's just trying to get the draft. There he goes. Well, Sean Wilder's going to go backwards now. Got nobody up there helping him.
Lost his help.
Yep.
Anthony English is trying to lead this lap on the outside.
Yeah, I don't know if he's going to do it or not. He needs a little bit of help. Nope, not quite.
Nope,
Close,
led the
but-
last one and went back to second.
Yep. Guys,
Jake.
all around the place, man. I'll tell you, they're just like bouncing around and oof. That's scary.
As if it wasn't bad enough with the old tire model, now we've got something new to work with.
Yeah. Inside line getting a pretty good run. Hunter Reynolds right in the pack here. He wants to get to the front. He started fourth, hoping that outside line would really get to moving here. And it may eventually. They need a lot of help up there, though. Good job.
Well, at this point in the race, you know, 75 laps, I would be comfortable just in the draft and taking it easy.
Yep.
You know, got a lot of pit stops to go, and save that sheet metal for the end of the race.
You bet. Chris Akers up to 11th. They're coming on the high side. Him and Holloway again. This time Chris Akers is leading them.
Oh, yeah, and they've got a good run, too.
Oh, yeah. They need a couple more guys up there, a little more help. There goes Rusty McCarron, jumps up there. They get, and Sean Wilder, so we may have 4 of them coming up there on the high side. Yeah, Rusty McCarron jumped up there, and so did Sean Wilder. So we get 4 of them up there. We may see that outside line really start to kick into high gear.
Yeah,
Look at them
Sean
picking off
Wilder's-
spots.
Oh, they got 5 up there now.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, Les Levy jumps up there, that newly painted car. He's got that chrome stuff on it. That looks pretty awesome.
Yeah, right with the new build, Trading Paints comes out with an upgrade. You can do chrome colors and matte flat black finishes.
Yeah.
They have really enhanced it to
Yep.
make it look more and more realistic, like the real cars.
His car Friday night looked amazing. Oh, my gosh, I'm telling you, it looked amazing. Well, so far, Paul Servant's been the guy to beat on that bottom. He has not wavered off that bottom.
Protect that yellow line.
Yes, sir. Anthony English is trying to come back here on the outside.
That
I'm telling you.
outside's making headway, boy.
Yes, they are. 3 wide up there, Les Levy. Man, I'm telling you, them guys, they're making some ground, but it's slow moving right now. They got to get a little more organized up there. Big break for Holloway, though. They caught up in that wreck there, him and Akers. A big break for him. They used a reset, got back out there. How about Gary Whitmer? Right in the middle here. He started 21st up to 15th. Like the sunflowers all over his car. That's pretty awesome. English. He's clear, and he does come down in front of Paul Servant.
Wow.
Yeah, very nice.
Well, I imagine the guy pushing him was probably getting a little warm. So that helps him get some cool air in that car.
Oh,
Look
little
out.
bump there. DJ Mitzel, a little wiggle coming off. Or no, I'm sorry, that wasn't DJ, was it? Yeah, it was DJ.
Yeah. That could have been big.
Yep. Yeah, he got a little loose there and got into the side of John Johnson. John, he's probably going, what the heck was that for? I can hear him saying it. Not really, but I'm sure he was saying something along that lines.
Yeah, John Johnson in the 22 got bumped down below the yellow and saved it and came back up without causing a big wreck.
Good deal, man. That's great. Russell Hancock right in the middle here. Started 19th, running in 11th. It's so hard to keep the cars sometimes from wiggling. You know, they get the little bumps and of course, you know, you don't know what kind of setups people got, you know, whether they've got a car that can handle that kind of stuff, you know, and or the kind of setup that they can handle it. And some people kind of get a little relaxed sometimes, and when they hit a bump and it kind of catches them off guard. Whoa, man, yeah, it's Russell Hancock. Almost come up into Les Levy right there. Dang.
And Paul went to the outside. He got tired
Yeah.
of playing follow the leader down there.
Yep.
He said, Anthony, sorry, he's going to come around you.
If they can. You know how long it took Anthony to get around Paul Servant. DJ Metzel pushing, man. It's looking good here. Paul Servant takes over the lead. I don't know about who's going to beat who at the line. Paul Servant leads that lap.
Yep, by a whisker.
Yep.
Well, the third row has dissolved, and they've dropped back into line.
Yeah, I see
They said,
that.
well, I think the cars in the middle were moving around so much it probably scared them a little bit. You know,
Yep,
they've had one crash already. You don't want to have another one, so just
true.
kind of drop back in line and race, get some laps under your belt, and save it for the end. It was so funny. When I raced with Richard, David Pearson would ride around the back all afternoon, 75% of the race, and the announcers would say, there must be something wrong with Pearson's car.
Yep,
And then the last 25% of the race, he'd come to the front.
yep. That's what you do. All right, Anthony English leads that lap. Looking good. Dane Osborne here, 6th place. Not up there with his teammate, Paul Servant. I know he'd really like to be. 7-11 there's Stephen Herman. Let's ride along with Stephen here for a minute. See what it looks like. He's running on the high side here. Right behind Hunter Reynolds. You can see they make a little ground and then they kind of lose the ground. It all depends on if a guy in the front kind of backs off of the leader a little bit to get his car cool. And once he does that, they kind of lose the draft a little. DJ Metzel, man, he is right on the bumper there of Paul Servant. Oh, man, another close call. John Johnson weaves up in front of him. Whoa, man, be careful there, John. We don't want to see any more wrecks. Well, these guys have got to be starting to think about pit stops here probably in about the next 5 laps.
And in this league, they run a fixed setup, so everybody has the same set. And sometimes if they change it a little bit, they don't get much practice before the race. And it takes them a couple of weeks to get used to it. Plus, throw the new tire model in there. That's another factor. So
Yeah,
but
true.
there's a lot of it. The air pressures are lower, and the sidewalls of the tires flex a lot more.
Yep.
And that causes the cars to dance around a little bit.
Our big run down the backstretcher from Paul Servant, but it's not, I don't think it's going to be enough to clear the leader. Nope. Just
Got to
keep
be a
them-
10th quicker in that middle lane, Rudy,
Yeah,
to pass
I
the
know.
guys on the bottom. And he, with only one car right behind him, I don't think they're going to be able to do it.
Yeah, DJ, boy, I'll tell you, he's been doing a good job of pushing Paul Servant, but he better keep an eye on them temperatures. Telling you. Better keep an eye on them temperatures. Sean Stevens in 8th place. Where's Gary Whitmer? He's in 9th.
There's nobody on the outside, so DJ just poked the nose out there to get a second or two of air. And then got right back in behind Paul. Comes Gary Whitmer in the 26. Hunter Reynolds right up behind them. They're catching up in the front too on the outside.
Coming up on Joe Sanders. Joe going to pit road. He says, man, he is running 3, but he's going to be 4 laps down or something here. 3 laps down, I guess. He come to pit road there, I guess, just to get the heck out of their way. He's out there by himself.
There's nothing worse than being at Talladega and being the only car.
Yeah.
You're 10 to 15 miles an hour slower than the pack, and when they come by you, you just cannot catch and get
I
the
know.
draft and stay with them. They just pull away.
Tim Williams, 23rd, started 22nd. Kind of pacing himself right now. Right behind him, David Gainford. David was caught up into that wreck and had to use a reset. Mark Mann, those guys all caught up in it. So I think they're riding back here to be a little safe right now. They got plenty of time to check up if something happens up in the front. Hopefully.
Well, Dana just made room for Paul to get down to the bottom. So they must be thinking about pit stops.
Oh, yep. Yep. That's exactly what they're doing.
Dana dropped back and then Paul pulled right down in front of him. So next couple of 3 laps, look for those guys to be making their first green flag pit stop. And we're about a third of the way through the race. So here comes Anthony.
Paul Servant.
Yep, Anthony, Paul,
yep.
Dana.
Guys
3 of the top
coming in.
packs coming in.
Chris Akers, Daniel Holloway, Mark Mann, those guys all pitting together. That leaves John Johnson in the lead. DJ Mitchell, Doug Johnson, Sean Stevens. So these guys will probably be coming in this time by. You remember some of these guys pitted, they come around when they were getting ready to get the one to go, they pitted late, you know? Oh no. John Johnson blink out again.
Left sides and fuel for the Anthony and Paul.
Yep. These guys should be coming in. I'm not going to stay on John because he's blinking really bad. DJ Mitchell, yeah, they're all coming in right here. Len McNeese going to stay out though. We'll lead a lap, but we'll keep an eye on him, make sure he doesn't run out of fuel.
Wow, there's a big pack.
Yeah, that is.
Checking up at the line. It was, don't speed, don't speed.
Yeah. But Len McNeese stayed out there by himself.
No,
Oh.
Pondo turned the 101.
Oh.
Mr. Bubble spun him around on pit road.
Oh no. Oh man.
Yep, David Gainforth got turned by Pondo, and he had to make a big U-turn, and he's still trying to get in his box. Hope he doesn't get a black flag. He drove backwards through 2 pit stalls.
Well, Len McNeese is coming in, but he's going to be all by himself. Oh man.
Oh, this is going to cost David a lap, if not more.
Yep.
That was a catastrophe there.
Dang.
Got that pink Mr. Bubble car, number 101. Pink pit box. Mr. Bubble is in trouble. He must have got a penalty on top of that because he's still sitting there. Long pit stop. Now he's pulling away.
Len McNeese will go to the back of the field because he's just coming off a pit road. Actually getting up to speed quite well though.
He went back to the apron. They're coming by him on the back stretch there.
Paul Servant back to the lead with Dana Osborne, Chris Akers, Daniel Holloway, Anthony English, and Mark Mann. These guys pulling away from the rest of the field. About a second and a half ahead of DJ Mitchell and John Johnson. If Doug Johnson and these guys can get caught up there, they'll push them right back up there. We're going to wind up with probably about a dozen cars here because Todd Poston's at the back. About a dozen cars back on that battle for the lead.
What do you know? Paul Savant's the leader. Dana Osborne second. Chris Akers, Daniel Holloway, Anthony English, Mark Mann, top 6.
Yeah, DJ's starting to close in on him, though. He's catching the draft off of him. So he'll be caught up to them. Him and John Johnson. He's closing that quite quickly here. Under 3/4 of a second now. Half a second. Doug Johnson and these guys are coming up behind him. They'll be getting into the draft here before long. They get a little more organized there. Him and Hunter Reynolds working closely together. Stephen Herman in that pack. Todd Poston. They're not too worried about it because eventually they will get there. You know, that's the whole thing. They will get there.
Woo! Oh, Dana jumped
wow.
up in front, and that was close.
Yes, it was. He come right up in front of Anthony English like he was shot out of a gun right there. Well, Chris Akers pushing the daylights out of Paul Servant. And remember, that's part of the Candy Shack team right there now. Paul Servant, Dana Osborne, Chris Akers, Daniel Holloway. Them guys all working closely together. Gary Whitmer. Gary's kind of out of it, though. Where is Gary? He's back in 18th. Did not have a good pit stop. These guys running about almost 9 seconds behind that lead pack. Well, Dane Osborne wants to lead a lap. Is his teammate Paul Servant going to let him? I don't know.
He's got a good run on the outside. Man. English is pushing the heck out of it.
Yeah, he got it, and he comes down in front of him, and Dane Osborne leads his first lap. Very good. Bonus point. Cha-ching.
Put that one in the bank.
Yes, sir. Well, my call was Mark Mann to win this thing tonight. I'm kind of a Mark Mann fan. So I'm hoping he can get there. But I'll tell you what, it's going to be tough to beat Paul Servant, Chris Akers. Them guys are so good at super speedway racing. I'm telling you, probably two of the best out there. Not taking anything away from anybody because they're all freaking great. All of them are great.
Well, those top 6 or 8 cars that were by themselves are getting some company now.
Oh, yeah. Look at this. They've reeled them right in. Stephen Herman, Hunter Reynolds, Todd Poston, they're back in it. Rusty McCarron. Yep. And look at this. Len McNeese, even though he pitted by himself, look where he's at. A lot better shape. He's 14th, and he started 24th. So that was an excellent call by him, and he stayed out there and led a couple of laps. Very good. That's very methodical. I like that. I like that in a driver, methodically driving. Thinking ahead all the time.
And that gamble paid off.
Hey, Marley. Lori Akers. Hey, Lori. Oh, yeah, Mr. Bubble, yeah. Well, ever since I have known David Gainforth, he's always run Mr. Bubble machine. I think last season he changed and ran something different for a little while, and I talked to him. I said, man, I miss that Mr. Bubble machine out there. Yeah, he's running one lap down, all by himself.
I remember one time switching my sister's bubble bath for Dawn dish detergent.
Oh, God. You were mean.
Hey, made her squeaky clean.
I bet. Well, being these guys are running so good, how about we do a little crank it up here?
Yes, sir. Go for it.
All right, let's do this. All right, folks. Hope you like that. Crank it up as much as we do. We love it.
And we've gone to crank it up before, and it's been a wreck. We didn't have one. I had fingers and toes crossed.
Well, Chris Akers finally led his first lap of the race. And boy, what a push there from Dana Osborne. These guys are all teammates. The front four right there are all teammates. Look at that. Man, that's awesome. Paul Servant, Chris Akers, Daniel Holloway, and Dana Osborne are all teammates. And they've got the front four sewed up.
Well, Peter Bailey is also loaded up and gone to the trailer, as well as Joe Sanders.
Yep. Well, I'll tell you what, Dana Osborne better be careful. He's awful close to that back bumper there. He's not getting very much air in the radiator. He better get his nose out there and get a little air in that radiator, or he's going to wind up popping that motor. You can only do that about a lap maybe, and boy, she'll get red hot. I hope he don't pop his motor right in front of people, because boy, that could be dangerous. Same with Daniel Holloway there. He's right on the bumper there of Paul Servant. I mean, you can see he is right there on the bumper. A little touch. Dana Osborne, same thing for him. Little touch. Not getting any air in that radiator. How are they doing that?
David was able to grab the back of the pack and stay in the draft. So Mr. Bubble is right at the back of the big pack there. That's great.
Yep, very good. Yeah, he's hanging on to it. If they have any more cautions, he may get them laps back, you know, but the way it's going right now, I don't know, man. These guys are, they've been running really good here on this green flag run.
I don't think we've ever had a run with 2 consecutive green flags, pit stops.
Yeah, I was thinking Friday night. Now, Friday night, they did have a green flag pit stop, but yeah, I think you're right. They didn't have 2 in a row.
I think last season we did. We had a race at the end of the race. We had a couple.
Yep.
But this year, I don't think we've had 2 consecutive green flag pit stop runs on the Sunday night series.
You know, I was thinking back. It's been way back, a long time ago. I remember broadcasting a 100-lap race at Daytona with the Xfinity cars, and it went all the way without a caution. 100 laps. And what a race it was, man. It was amazing. Chris Akers leads another lap.
He's racking them up.
Yeah, they're about 5 or 6 laps away from pit stops again. Oh, and Dane Osborne slips it down in there. Yeah, they're starting to get set up for pit stops here. You see that?
Yep, I did. Came from the top down to the bottom. Be right behind Paul.
Now, they'll still have to stop one more time after this pit stop, because they won't be able to make it the rest of the way. And you got to think about green-white checkers in that too. Stephen Herman having a great run here tonight. Come from 18th to 2nd. Chris Akers drops it down in front, so he makes it there. Look like Paul backed up a little bit. See, they're all getting on the bottom. All them 4 teammates working together. They're all on the bottom. They're going to pit together. Very good.
We don't hear their driver chat, but they're saying, "I'll go high, you go low. I'm next to the wall. Because they have to decelerate so fast and be down to pit road speed, which is 55 miles an hour at that line. Because if you get a speeding ticket, then you're not going to stay with your buddies.
That's
and
right.
They're going to leave you, and you're going to get left in the pack as well.
Well, John Johnson back in the pack here. Started 2nd place. Right in it. Good deal.
7-11 on the outside with
Yes, sir.
one help, Mr. Russell McCarron with him out there.
Yeah, Todd Poston got down to the bottom lane there. They let him in. So, yeah, they're all setting up here. They're all going to be pitting together.
I'm thinking maybe this lap.
No. Probably a couple more laps, I think. I'm thinking the way I'm looking at it, my counter here. But they've been green flag racing, so yeah, I'm thinking about 2 more laps here. They're going to have to come to pit road. We'll see, though. You know. Oh, Mr. Bubble Machine, look at this here. He's come
Well, somebody
up
in the back, there's a bunch of cars coming off pit road, so somebody's already pitted.
Oh, yeah, that's J.D. Crow and these guys. Russell Hancock, Pondo Co.
Yeah, Chris Whitaker, Pondo Co., Russell Hancock, JD, you're right, the 4 team members.
Yeah, they're all lap down now, okay? So... But they'll get back on the lead lap when these leaders pit. But like I said, they're still going to have to stop one more time. But here they come.
Yep, here they come. Don't slide the tires. Don't speed.
Oh, good job, man. Good job by everybody. Dane Osborne had a moment there, but he saved it. Well, I gave the lead to Stephen Herman, and he leads his first lap of the race. Got here with Todd Poston. I thought Todd was going to come in with those guys, but apparently not.
Taking left sides and fuel for Chris Akers and Russell McCarron.
Oh, there's 3 teammates right there together. Stephen Herman, Todd Poston, DJ Mitzel. Those guys right there together. And they're coming in.
And Reese's was the first one off pit road.
We got a spin. Oh, there's the caution. Mark Mann was caught up in that. Catch up with him. Where's he at? He was caught up in that. I don't know if there was a miscommunication there with Hunter Reynolds. Let's go back and take a look. But that brought the caution out, so much for them pit stop. Let's see what happens here. As they come around, some of the guys, everybody up in front is getting ready to pit.
Oh, a couple of guys in the back hit each other.
Yeah, Mark Mann and Mark peeled off. Oh, right there. Yeah, big. Oh, man, what the heck happened there? Mark come down onto the apron, but I'm not sure exactly if he wiggled. Let's see if he wiggled. No, the 26 just come right down and got into him. Oh, my gosh. That put both of them into the wall.
Yeah, oh, yeah. I guess he didn't see him, but he was right out his windshield.
Yeah. Holy smoke. Well.
It's the second wreck Mark Mann's been in now.
Yeah. Dang. Call him the NSRA punching bag out there tonight.
Yeah, Hunter Reynolds in the 26, the one that hit him coming to pit road.
Yeah. Wow.
Well, if you were on pit road, that was a big advantage. But if you weren't, that's a big disadvantage because now you're going to be at the back of the pack.
Well, Len's coming in. Mark Mann's coming in. He's going to have to get that car fixed up. Sean Stevens, Don Wilder, Tim Williams. Chris Akers will take over the lead here. And that's good because those guys ahead of them all were a lap down, but they just pitted. So they'll be able to get the way by and get back on the tail end of the lead lap. Now, if David Gainforth was not caught up into that, he should get the way by, but I think he pitted. Oh, so he won't be the way by. Oh, man. Well, let's talk to Mark Mann. I don't think Hunter Reynolds is in here. Oh, yes, he is. Yeah. Oh, let me talk to Hunter.
He's there.
Hunter Reynolds, you got a copy?
Yes, sir. How you doing?
All right, man, what happened there? A little miscommunication or something about pitting and you got into Mark Mann, or what happened?
Yeah, that was just some team communication error there. He said he was going high, and I missed it, so I just got into him.
Oh man. Well, other than that, how's the car been running?
It's feeling all right tonight. Whenever you get up towards the front, it gets a little loose, but other than that, we got some good weather for this race. Feeling good. We'll have to get back up there.
Yeah, it is good weather, nice cool temperatures. But would you rather have it hot and slick, or you like the cooler temperatures better?
I like the cooler temperatures always.
Okay.
Better grip, especially with the new tires here. So it's good weather to try it out, I think.
Yeah, and that was my next question. What do you think of the new tire model?
So far, I haven't had a lot of time on it to run. I liked it on the K&N cars though. It's kind of a different aspect.
Mm-hmm.
Feels cool to know you actually have to warm up your tires and everything. So.
Yeah, kind of makes it a little more realistic.
Oh yeah, I agree.
Yeah. All right, brother. Well, I wish you the best of luck out there. Good luck rest of the race.
Yes, sir. Thanks. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir. All right. Very good.
Team miscommunication. I like
Yeah.
that. Wasn't my fault. Team miscommunication.
Yep. Oopsie.
Do we get a do-over?
Well, this might be a good time to run over that picture again there real quick. I'll throw it up on the screen there if you want to talk about it.
Yeah, sure. What we're doing for the month of December is we're going to give away not a $10 hat, but pretty much about a $100 value for a Sam Bass print of none other than Mark Martin, the bridesmaid many times to the championship, but never won the championship. It's a 2016 print that Sam Bass did of Mark with the AAA car got lightning bolts in the top of it and a pencil drawing of Mark Martin there with his sunglasses. So if you watch a broadcast for tonight and the next 2 weeks, you get one entry. If you invite someone and they type in chat, Marley invited me, or Jose invited me, or anybody you invite, have them just type in there that you invited them. You get a second entry, plus they get an entry. And then we'll draw in on January the 5th. We're off the 29th, so the next 3 tonight, 2 more weeks, we put all the entries in a hat. Alexa will pick a winner, and your number may be 1, 22, 33, whatever, but each invite gets an entry, they get an entry, and you get a bonus for inviting them to watch. Our goal is to get 100 live viewers at a broadcast between now and the end of the year. So help us do that, and you'll have an extra entry in the hat for that really great Sam Bass print of Mark Martin with the awesome number 6 AAA car.
Very good. So get your friends invited in here to tune in tonight.
So you got tonight, December 8th, December 15th, and December 22nd. Those 3 races to invite somebody to get additional entries.
All right, we're waiting on the one to go here. We're going to get a lot of guys that are going to get the wave by that'll be back at the back of the field. Chris Akers is scored as the leader right now. Daniel Holloway second, Rusty McCarron third, Paul Servant fourth, John Johnson fifth, Doug Johnson sixth, Dane Osborne seventh, Glenn McNeese eighth, Sean Stevens ninth, and Sean Wilder. That is your top 10 as we get ready to go back green here in just a second. All right.
We still have 24 on the lead lap. Russell Hancock is the last person on the lead lap. David Gainforth is 1 lap down. J.R. Johnson 2 laps down. And we have 26 cars still in the race. And this tire on the 1.5-mile tracks is awesome. The compound, the way they've got it, and the grip level. Charlotte, you can run flat out. Atlanta, you can run flat out without cracking the throttle. We ran 18 laps at Atlanta and 20 at Charlotte and never cracked the throttle, Rudy.
Wow, that's amazing. I did try it at Atlanta. I thought it felt pretty good.
Oh yeah, and even the iRacing fixed setup is really good. Yep. That's what I run on my Breakfast Club league, and everybody really enjoyed it.
That's good.
But thank y'all for watching. Invite your friends. MaxSpeedTV's the best in sim racing broadcast here on YouTube. And I do not get paid for these advertisements.
Doggone enough.
I love that Harvick one with the all. And Clint says, "You mean I don't get paid for this? I'm leaving." Take him, Rudy. Going green.
All right, here we go. Pace car heading in. Chris Akers, Daniel Holloway on the front row. Getting ready to go green, green, green here in just a second. They got to go all the way around the tri-oval here.
Going to be 25 to go when they take this green flag.
Yep, and they will have to stop. Well, 20 to go.
Yeah, 20. I'm sorry. 70.
Yep. Green flag, green flag. All right, there's the green. We're underway. And I don't know if Holloway led that lap. No, Chris Akers led it. Yep. And Holloway getting a good run on that outside. Paul Servant giving him a big push. And
Holloway
he does
led it
clear
by
him.
3 1,000s. He did at the stripe, yeah.
Yep. Man. Paul Servant and Doug Johnson. Len McNeese into that pack. Man, he got a big break there, getting back up toward the front. That's pretty cool.
Sean Wilder went 3 wide by himself with no help, so he tucked it back in.
Yeah, he needs some help back there. Pondo Co might be a good help for him if he can reel him in.
Everybody in the grandstands is standing up. They want to see these last 20 laps and know it's going to be good.
David Gainforth, 1 lap down, sitting right here. Really wants another caution to get back on the lead lap. But he's having a good run so far. He's in the pack here, and that's good. Well, I'll tell you what, Holloway with the best pusher in the business right there behind him, his teammate Chris Akers. Good job for them guys. 3 wide. Len McNeese goes to the high side. He picks up Sean Wilder. Oh, big bump there from Sean Wilder. Almost got Len loose. Wow, you got to be careful how hard you hit somebody in the back. I'm telling you. Woo, that was close. They drop it back down, though. Tim Williams running in 8th. Got Gary Whitmer Jr. to 9th.
Well, that yellow's got the whole field back in the blimp shot. They're all right there. Up, somebody's going to pit road.
Uh-oh. Sean Stevens is coming off of pit road. Is that what you mean?
Yeah, I just saw a car on the apron.
Yeah, he's a couple laps down, but he's probably going to go 3 laps down here because the pack's going to come up behind him. I'm telling you, this is going to be an awesome finish. If these guys stay at the pace they're going right now like they're doing, wow, this is going to be an awesome finish. But here's the clincher, folks. They've got to stop one more time for fuel, whether it's a splash of gas or whatever. But if a caution comes out, that's going to change everything. Rusty McCarron coming from 13th.
What was the fuel? How many laps on tank?
About 21, 22 laps.
Well, we went back green with 20 to go. It's going to be right on the edge.
Yeah, but they've already ran. Some of these guys in the front stayed out. They did not stop. They are going to be short on fuel. Probably a lap or two, maybe. Yeah.
And the green-white-checkered too. So.
Yeah, you got to plan for that. All right, Holloway goes to the outside in front of his teammate Paul Servant.
Well, Daniel led the last lap. Let's see who leads this one.
Yeah, Chris Akers got a little bit of a lead now. All part of the Candy Shack Motorsports right there. Oh, we got a spin.
Oh, big wreck. Oh.
Oh, my gosh, that's a big one. Len McNeese caught up in it. Oh, my gosh, that was the 380. Doug Johnson, I seen, he got spun or something here. Let's go back and take a look at this. Something, he got bumper hooked or something there. Dane Osborne was right behind him.
Dana hooked his left rear corner and
Oh,
spun
man,
him
I'm
down to
telling
the
you.
bottom.
Oh, man, he's all over him. I don't know who's weaving the most there, Doug Johnson or Dane Osborne.
Dana was holding his line. The 388 went up, and when he got that air, it
Oh,
slowed him
yep,
up.
right there.
And Dana got sucked up in the hole like we've talked about so many times.
Oh, man.
And had nowhere to go.
That collected a lot of guys in that, too. Watch Len McNeese, folks. You don't think that's crazy racing. Watch Len McNeese in this. As the cars come back up onto the track, they're going to, the 99 Tim Williams, going to come up and hit Len McNeese. And Len McNeese is going to go airborne. Yeah, that's pretty crazy. There's quite a few cars got caught up into that one. He gets up into the catch fence. Golly. Horrific crash right there. You don't want to be up into that catch fence, let me tell you.
That'll just peel the sheet metal right off the race car.
Yep. Oh, Mark Mann was caught up in it. Oh, no. I know
JD's got damage.
Mark's got to be out of resets now. Golly, man. I'm telling you, well, there was a lot of cars piled up into that. Everybody's coming to pit road. Except DJ Mitchell and Todd Poston.
Well, this will make it to 56. This will get them to the end of the race.
A lot of guys just fuel only. I don't know if Mark Mann's going to have, if he's going to be able to get back out there or not. He's still not moving, trying to get damage fixed up, looks like. Nope, he's moving now. Okay, he's moving. Maybe he did have a reset.
Anthony English is still sitting on pit road.
Well, let's talk to Mark Mann. Where's he at? There he is. Mark Mann, you got a copy?
Yes, sir, I do.
Holy smokes, brother. You have been the NSRA Super Speedway punching bag tonight.
Boy, you know I cannot catch a break.
I'm telling you, brother. Well, I'm sure you're all out of resets now, aren't you?
I am. Yep, just used my last one.
Well, I guess, with 14 to go, but that probably wasn't the last caution. I hate to say that, but
and it kind of scares me too. I'd like to attack here, but I don't know if I should attack or hang back and wait. I'm not really sure.
I don't know what to tell you on that one, brother.
I think I've been in every single caution tonight.
I think you have too. I was telling Wayne, I said, God, you talk about the NSRA punching bag out there tonight, man. That's Mark Mann.
Yeah, you know what? You just have those nights sometimes, and I'm just hoping I can get it out of the way early in the season.
Yeah. Well, I mean, look how close you are to points there to Pondo Co. 1 point separating you two. You still got a lot of races to go, though. I mean,
Absolutely.
This is only race number 4. So you still got 9 more races to go. So a lot can happen in them 9 races. Even if you get a little behind tonight, you can make it up next week.
Hey, I'm still shooting for a top 10 tonight. I think that would be a victory if I get one.
Yeah, after all you've been through, heck yeah.
It's been fun racing. Setup's a little bit tight, feels a little bit tight, and then it kind of loosens up a little bit. on the long green flag runs. But, you know, we're learning to manage with it, but it's not too bad. Fun out here, though.
Yeah, the new tire model takes about 3 laps to get heat in it, and then it does start loosening up. And as the fuel burns off, it really gets loose, and if somebody taps you in the back, it's hello wall.
Yep.
It does. Have you noticed, have you saw on the broadcast that the lines have been a little bit squirrely tonight, and I think that's probably one of the reasons.
Yeah, in the
we've
pack,
noticed that.
this tire, it seems like there's a lot more deflection in the sidewall. The car kind of dances around more than it did with the other tire model.
And you know, and I spun there on that last caution, and my lefts were at 93% and 92, my left rears. So even getting into a spin, it really takes the rubber off the tire, and before it didn't do that. So
yeah,
get a lot more wear now on the tire than we did before.
Yeah.
Yep, it adds a new dynamic, and I think everybody will adjust to that as the season goes on, and we'll, you know, it's been good racing tonight. Can't complain.
Oh, it's been great to watch. Great to broadcast.
Yeah,
that's great.
All right, well, Mark, good luck out there, man. You're going to need it now.
Thank you, Rudy.
All right.
I am going to need it.
Turn on the Batmobile magnet, okay?
That's it, man. Let's get this Dark Knight up there.
That's right. Good luck.
Thanks, Rudy. Bye, Wayne.
Oh, he said bye, Wayne.
Yeah, I heard him.
Well, we got a brand new leader, DJ Mitzel and Todd Poston. They did not pit, and neither did Hunter Reynolds.
Ooh.
Yeah, so they've been out here now. They've got enough fuel to make it, and probably one green-white-checkered if they needed it. Well, they might be able to make it all the way. Now, I noticed Todd Poston's got a little bit of damage on his car. Rear end, yeah, the right rear's kind of caved in a little bit. I really don't think it's affecting the performance of that, and a little bit on the left front corner. Yeah, so I don't think it's really, affecting it all that much, though. DJ Mitzel looking good.
Might be. Todd's right rear's on that Toyota's caved in.
Yeah, it is pretty good, too. Well, this might be a DJ Mitzel kind of night right here. Let's see, DJ not in the top 20 in points. So, boy, if he could get a win tonight, boy, this would be really a big plus for him. All right, lights are out. We're going green next time by. Going to be 11 laps to go, folks.
Do not leave your chair. Lights. Yeah, the old Ford Mustang's ready to go.
Yep, old Marley, she's hanging in there. Good job, Marley. Jose, good to see you.
Everybody viewing tonight is entered for that Mark Martin poster.
Yes, sir.
Next week, we'll invite people and get an additional bonus entry.
Yeah, get all your friends in here next week. If you didn't send them a message tonight, get them in here next week and get their names entered in. And if they type in chat that you invited them, then you get an extra entry. Well, Wayne, you want to get them going or you want me to?
All right, go ahead, Rudy. You do a great job.
All right.
I'm going to watch them to blimp because something's going to happen.
It's getting down to that point, ain't it? I'm interested to see if these guys have any tire spin up here in the front. We got 3 of them out here on older tires. They might be a little slower on the takeoff. I don't know. Pace car heads in. DJ Mitzel in command of this restart, but they got to go all the way around the tri-oval before they get the green flag. There it is. We're underway. Yeah, they were all, well, maybe a touch slower on the takeoff. Not bad, though. Not bad.
Paul just bumped
Yeah.
the guy, gave him a shot.
Yep. Think, come on, let's go. They better be careful. You don't hook them up there, man. I'm telling you. Todd's car might not be up to 100% performance with that, with them little damage on them. So he's got to be extra careful pushing on them. DJ Mitzel and Hunter Reynolds. Hunter's one that got into Mark Mann there when they were all coming to pit road, and he got a new car, got back out there. So look at this, running in second place. Chris Akers in third on the bottom. Uh-oh, Paul Servant going to the high side with his teammate. They're going to go around Todd Poston. Outside, Poston going backwards. Oh, wow, Hunter Reynolds going up the middle. He's going for 3 wide in the lead. Oh, they're going to get together. Oh, no, there they go.
Oh, big wreck.
Yep. Oh, that was the big one. Oh, that took out a bunch of them. I'm trying to find him here. Let's see. Where is Chris Akers? He was the one that got the worst end of that deal. Let's go back and watch this again. I knew something was going to happen.
Yeah,
the way
John Johnson came down and I think started that melee.
Yeah, let's see. I'm on Chris Akers here. And this is where Todd Poston started going backwards. He was trying to get some side draft, and there's where Hunter Reynolds went up and almost got into the side of Paul Servant. He takes it 3 wide. Chris Akers down on the bottom. He took up below the yellow line, and there goes John Johnson coming all the way down, collects Todd Poston into Chris Akers, Rusty McCarron involved, and boy, Chris Akers goes airborne. Holy smokes, man, I'm telling you. He took out a lot of cars right there, though. Pondo Co. was involved in it. And it looks like Pondo may have taken his car behind the wall. I'm not sure why. Oh, wait a minute.
He was out of fixes.
Oh,
he
well,
was destroyed.
yeah, but no, he didn't get that much damage. He barely touched Len McNeese right there. I don't know why he left, but well, oh well. Well, let's take a look at the caution count here now. That's caution number 4. Caution number 4. We got 9 to go. So I don't think we're going to see any of the leaders pit. I think everybody's going to try to stay out here as long as they can. But boy, I'll tell you what, Chris Akers and those guys, like Pondo Co. and Gary Whitmer took his car behind the wall. Now, I don't know if David Gainforth wasn't caught up into that. He may get the way by and be back on the tail end of the lead lap. I don't really know, but he's pitting. Yep, he's not pitting. Okay. I think he's waiting to see if he's going to get the way by. But Chris Akers, wow. He's going to come in and use a fix and get that car fixed up. That car is tore up, ain't it?
It's BROKE. Oh,
And-
listen, Pondo was on the apron coming toward the pits. He got in the gas just past the blue cone to come back up on the track, spun the tires, and crashed into the outside wall.
Oh my gosh. Wow.
And wiped out the front, and he was sitting at the bottom of the track straddling the yellow line, and cars going by him, and he took her to the pits.
Dang.
Yep.
Well,
So he's bad.
Chris Akers got a reset. Len McNeese got a reset. Tim Williams still sitting on pit road. And David Gainforth did get the way by, so he's going to go around. He'll be back on the tail end of the lead lap. So there, patience paid off for David Gainforth. He comes from
Mr. Bubble? Mr.
Yeah.
Bubble?
from 2 laps down, and he's back on the lead lap. Awesome. Well, who you want to talk to, Wayne?
Let's talk to Paul. He's the one leading this thing. Got to have a bunch of company coming after him.
All right, you can talk to him here. There you go.
Paul, this is Wayne. You got a copy?
How you going, man?
Well, you're the leader, and there's a lot of hungry people behind you.
Yeah, I've been the leader many times and not got to the end. So
How's the new tire model working out for you? It seems to be a little looser than the other old style.
I'm having no issues, and it feels pretty good to me.
All right, very good. Well, it's been a great race, and wish you much success here. Maybe tonight is your night.
Thank you, sir.
All right, very good.
He seems to like the new tire and doesn't
Yeah.
have a problem. So, I guess driving style, the way your steering wheel's set up, the amount of force feedback, whether you have a full motion sim rig or you're using butt kickers, a lot of things affect how the car feels. And so,
Oh yeah.
it's going to be a little bit different for everybody. But like I say, we got getting down to the nitty gritty.
Oh, he looks pretty calm in his car, I gotta say. Calm, cool, and collective right there. Just had him a little drink of his soda, and he's good to go now.
He wasn't chewing on the red cloth like Richard always did. Kept that shop rag in his mouth.
Yeah, what was that? Would he have like alcohol on that or something? I'm kidding.
Nah, we just dip it in cold water. But he sucked on that thing, and he'd keep it
man.
wet and kind of keep his mouth moist.
Yep.
But he constantly had a red towel. And
That's something.
BC powders. He would take 2 to 4, 6 BC powders during the race.
Oh man.
And to this day, he can still hold them up, chug them in his mouth dry, and swallow them. I have no idea how people do that. That's awful.
Well, you got to get that link sent out. Put it on Twitter, Facebook, anywhere. Put that link out there and watch so people can tune in and watch.
Yeah, use your social media to invite people to watch next Sunday night, the second week of the 3 weeks. We're going to be taking entries for the Mark Martin poster. And I had that personally signed by Sam Bass at the gallery the day that I bought it. So it's not, his name's printed on there, but it's actually signed by Sam Bass.
That's awesome.
And there won't be any more. Yeah, his birthday would have been November the 20th, I believe. That's my grandson's birthday. 58 years old he would have been this past
Dang.
November 20th.
That's way too young.
And if somebody or several people had signed up to be kidney donors, and if Sam could have gotten a kidney. So I encourage you, if you haven't thought about it, become an organ donor. There are so many people. My new job, I take people to dialysis every week. There's so many people waiting on kidney transplants.
Yeah.
So think about that. Pray about it. It's if you're hurt, killed in a car wreck, or have a sudden heart attack, they can harvest your organs, and you can give the gift of life to somebody else. So
Right.
it's a great thing to do.
You can catch our full broadcast schedule there at MaxSpeedTV.com. Just go to MaxSpeedTV.com and you can find out. We broadcast right now, I think, just every night. Matter of fact, Extreme Motorsports is getting back going again, so with their new season. So, yeah, we'll be broadcasting 7 nights a week. And also follow us on Facebook at Facebook.com/MaxSpeedTV.
And when you go to the YouTube channel, please subscribe.
Yep, and
Click on the
click that little
subscribe.
bell. Click
Yep.
that little bell right next to it, so that way you get an email notification when we do go live, because we're live here every night. Some nights we have 2 races going at the same time. We got another one going on right now as well. Loose Lug Nuts, I think it's their Xfinity series. That was tonight.
Somebody told me I had a few loose screws.
Yeah. Yeah,
All
they
right,
tell
get
me
them going again there, Rudy.
they tell me that all the time, Wayne. I'm missing a few screws, I guess.
My grandson told me I needed oiling because my knee was popping.
Oh yeah. WD-40. Rub it on your skin. Here we go. Back to green. Pace car heading in. I know it sounds funny, but do you know WD-40 is vegetable oil?
And it will absorb into your skin.
Yep. And it's good for arthritis and stuff. All right, here we go. Waiting on the green. Going to be 5 to go when we get the green. Haven't reached the green, white checkers yet. If we need them.
Green, green, green.
And there's the green. We're off and going.
Two by two, looking good.
Yes, sir. JD Crow dropped it to the bottom row. At least he's back up into the top 10 again. Good job, JD. Mark Mann there, boy, after being the punching bag, he's out of resets. He got to be careful, but he is not going to be too careful now. Not 5 to go. He's got his back end already caved in. Wow, how the heck did that happen? Oh, I guess on that last one. Oh, man, Dane Osborne getting a little squirrely behind him. Oh, man, be careful there, guys. Golly, man, Paul Servant. Hunter Reynolds on the outside.
Russell McCarron's up there, third car on the bottom. He's
I know it.
around.
He's doing good, though. Coming from 13th place.
Oh, Dana almost spun the 04.
Oh, man. I think Mark Mann he's got that damage on the back of his car. I don't know how much that's going to hurt or help him. Outside, Chris Whitaker, and we got Chris Whitaker and Chris Akers up there working together on the high side. That could be dangerous. Sean Wilder jumps up there. They got 4 of them up there now. Holy smokes, they're going to be coming alive here, folks. 388 Doug
4
Johnson,
wide
he joins
for a
us.
minute. 4 wide.
Yeah, I believe it. Dane Osborne goes to the high side. And so does somebody else up there. That is Les Levy. Come on, Les. Gas pedals on the right,
Dana,
brother.
The 41 and the 4. Look out. Chris Akers and Mark Mann. Oh, look out.
Just remember, there's no brakes on these cars. Only a gas. Oh, there they go. There they go.
No wrecking.
Oh, my gosh. And Chris Akers was caught up into that one again. Oh, my gosh. Let's go back and take a look at this. Unbelievable. These wrecks are just unbelievable. We're going to go to the first green-white-checkered, though. Well, they're just bouncing around all over the place back here. Trying to see which one it is that got caught up the worst on that. I'm on
The
Chris
243,
Akers.
I think, is one that caused it.
343, you mean?
Yeah, 343.
Okay. Yeah.
In the middle came down and took
Yep.
the car out on the bottom, and then they came up.
Oh. Why these cars are weaving around? Oh, there may have been some net coating right there. His car just like all of a sudden took off to the left.
Nah, that wasn't. I think it got loose and he tried to catch it.
No, I know what it was. Sean Wilder got into the back of him. That's what it was. That was Russell Hancock.
Oh, the 91. Yep. Oh.
Yeah, he got into the back of him right there.
Oh, he did. Oh,
And
no.
yeah, he hit him pretty hard right there. It doesn't look that hard, but it was just enough that it spun him. And he goes down across the track and back up across the track. Spinning Dan Harrington, too. Harrington's the one that got the worst end of the deal. And he collects all them guys in. They got Chris Akers involved in it, too. Dang. Well, first green-white-checkered. And we got a brand new leader, Hunter Reynolds. Wow, man, I'm telling you, you talk about a lot of tore up cars out there tonight. Let's talk to Where's he at, John? Doug. Talk to Doug here. Doug Johnson, you got a copy?
Therefore, I got you ready.
Well, Doug, you lucked out and didn't get caught up in that, did you?
Yeah, finally missed one tonight.
Whoo, man. Well, how's the race been going for you? You're back in 13th right now. Are you concerned about trying to get a win?
Oh no, I mean it'll tickle me if I can get back up in the top 10 right this minute.
Yeah, oh yeah. But now that you only got a green-white-checkered here, and hopefully, you guys can get this done, everybody's good on fuel and tires, I think. Everybody's been, doing all right with the cautions, have really been kind of helping them out. But, man, a lot of good cars taken out. Unbelievable.
Yeah, 10-4. They still quite a few good ones up there in front of me still though.
Oh yeah. Who you got working with you?
Well, right now it's just have to see what happens when the green flies, cause I got Mark Mann behind me, but I think he's got some damage. Got Lynn over here. We might be able to work something out.
All right, brother. Well, I'll let you go. Good luck out there, Doug. Try to get up there in top 5 or something anyhow,
Oh yeah, 10-4. I'm gonna hope for the best.
All right. Very good. Well, first attempt at a green-white-checkered, Wayne.
Yep, roll the dice. Anything can happen.
That's true.
At the end of the fuel run, the cars are so light, the new tire thing, the aero, it didn't take much, just a little touch. And it wasn't that much offset. He really kind of hit him almost square.
I know it. I know
and
it.
The car
It was
just kind of went around. So, but that is speedway racing. The real guys in NASCAR. They talk about Daytona, Talladega's a crapshoot.
Yep.
You can put it on the trailer on its wheels, or you can put it on the trailer in pieces. It doesn't take much.
That is true.
And I think the 26 led his first laps when that caution came out.
Yeah, yeah. He'd been up in the front quite a few times and looking like he was going to be pretty strong up there, but just quite couldn't make it to the lead. But now that he's got the lead, I don't know. He was wiggling there back in the pack, if you remember. Now that he's up front, maybe that arrow won't cause him as much problem.
Yeah, that clean air on the nose plants the front wheels and keeps it down, but the cars around him are going to make him a little loose unless he can stay out in front by half a car length or so. But Hunter started 4th and he's leading. Paul Servant started on the pole and he's currently in 2nd. And then DJ Mitchell started 5th. He's in 3rd. The big gainer up front right now is Daniel Holloway, started 17th in 4th place.
Well, I appreciate all the kind comments there in chat, folks. It really means a lot. It's always nice to have kind people that leave kind comments. I appreciate that. Tune in every night here. We got something going on MaxSpeedTV. We appreciate you guys all showing up here tonight and getting your name in for that drawing of, or that print of Mark Martin. Everybody's name will be put in the hat.
And just like the people in the grandstands at the races, if you weren't here watching, they wouldn't need broadcasters.
That's
so
right.
Thank you for being there. Thank you for watching. And thanks for, most of all, for your support.
Yeah, there's the print right there. I'm showing it on the screen right now. Dan Bass print. Very cool. So
Sam's teenage son is a budding artist, but he's really funny. I've met with him several times, and he designs tennis shoes, and he sold quite a few designs to different companies to sell tennis shoes. But yeah, he's a fantastic young man. Sam had a daughter and a son, and they used to sit he had each of them a drawing table in his studio with pastels and chalk and oils and whatever they wanted. So, but he tried to give them the tools they needed. If they wanted to draw, they had plenty of opportunity.
That's pretty cool. All right, lights are out. We're going back green next time by.
All right, wind them up.
First attempt, we still got one more attempt at a green-white-checkered. If they can't make it through to this one, they got to make it to the white flag for it to be official. If they can't make it that far, then we'll go into double overtime.
22 cars still on the lead lap.
Yep. Only one that's laps down is J.R. Johnson. We've lost a lot of good drivers. Tim Williams, Pondo Coe, Gary Whitmer Jr., Joe Sanders, and Peter Bailey out of the race.
Let's see. We made our picks before the race. I think I picked Daniel Holloway, didn't I?
Yes, you did, and I picked Mark Mann. And Mark has been the punching bag out there tonight. Where's he running at? Back in 14th.
And Daniel's in 4th.
Yep.
Hershey's Kisses.
Hershey's Kisses. Yep. Well, Chris Akers, believe no, he didn't have a reset. Nope. Still got a little bit of damage on the left rear, but I don't think that'll bother him too awful much. Maybe in handling, but I think he can handle that. All right, here we go. Gonna wind him up. Gonna be 2 to go when they get the green of the first green-white-checkered attempt. Pace car heads in. Hunter Reynolds in command of this start. Paul Servant looking to try to get a win here. 4th in points, but needs to get a win to try to get up there and beat Pondo Coe, Mark Mann, and Michael Whitaker.
Boy, that outside row looks awful strong.
Oh, yeah.
Paul, Daniel, and Russell
Green
McCarron.
is out. Nice start by Hunter Reynolds.
Looks like Daniel spun the tires and backed that outside row up.
Oh, boy. That's all right. They'll make it up. He drops it to the bottom. Is he going to go to the bottom? He does go to the bottom. Whoa. He's dumping off his teammate, Paul Servant. Oh, there he goes. He's coming back up. Okay. Whew. I thought he was going to dump off his teammate there.
Well, I think Paul got so far ahead of him, he lost the air, so he went to the bottom to get a little draft and then shot back to the top.
Well, Paul's got the lead, but they're coming to get the white flag this time by, folks. It'll be 1 to go if they can make it.
You got Paul Servant, Daniel, Russell, and Dana on the top. Those 4 on the outside.
All right, white flag's in the air. 1 to go. Now, if there's a wreck, there won't be any more cautions.
Get the checkered flag or bring it home in pieces.
Yep, checkers or wreckers now. Paul Servant in the lead. Oh, he's staying with his teammate. Is he going to pull Holloway with him? Hunter Reynolds comes back on the inside. Big push from DJ Mitchell. Who's going to, they're wrecking in behind him. Who's going to make it to the start-finish line first? Well, I don't know. It's going to be a close one. And Hunter Reynolds gets spun. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my gosh. I don't believe that. That was unbelievable right there. We'll go back and watch this, folks. In the meantime, we're going to get these guys up here and get a word in with them. All right, we caught up with tonight's winner, Paul Servant. Holy smokes, what a finish, Paul. You get spun right at the very end, and man, it was too late. It was over right there as you crossed the line, man. That was pretty awesome. After that, you didn't care, did you?
Not at all, man. That was I don't think I would have won that if that happened. It would have been really close. That was
Yep.
a heck of a run there to the line. I mean, it's great to get the win after being so close for 2-3 weeks in a row.
No kidding.
Getting wrecked out, in position, in great position, and getting wrecked out to finally get it done. You win and you're in on Sunday night, so awesome.
Yeah, very good. Well, this should kind of skyrocket you right up in the points there because some of the other guys did not finish as well as you did tonight. So that might put you right in the point lead. I'm not sure. But we'll talk about the race a little bit out there, Paul. I know a lot of guys were saying you said you really liked how the car felt. Some guys were kind of saying that, well, after it was kind of a little wiggly for the first couple laps, and then it kind of came in, and after 15, 20 laps, it went away. And so what was your thoughts on the new tire model in tonight's race?
Awesome. I had no issues with it at all. It felt very comfortable. I was barely turning the wheel. Just awesome feel. I had no issues. Last pit, I took no tires. Still had no issues getting no tire spin on the restarts. I was getting some great restarts, me and Dan, and we were doing awesome. Just tires that felt better than ever.
Well, that's great to hear, man. Well, congratulations on your win. Next week, you guys go back to Daytona. What's your thoughts there?
I can't wait to see. It's a little bit more aggressive at Daytona for tire wear, so we'll see. I think I'll get a better gauge on it there than Talladega, because Talladega's easy.
Yes, sir. All right. Well, who you got to thank for this win?
Dan. I mean, he was pushing me, getting me a little sideways in the corners. A heck of a job on his part. Candy Shack. We were up front pretty much all night. Paul up front all night, the team, and finished. I think he got third. I'm not sure, but yeah,
he did.
We finished 1 and 3rd, so awesome for the team. Great pushing on his behalf. Awesome job, man. I was very comfortable with him. I knew he'd upset the car a little bit, but I wasn't worried about it.
Yep. Well, congratulations, Paul. Go celebrate that win. We'll see you next week at Daytona.
Thank you, guys, and thanks to the league and Todd and all the admins and you guys and everything, man. Awesome.
Great race, Paul. Good win.
Thank you, sir.
All right, you got second there, Wayne?
Yes, sir. DJ, what an exciting race and a great finish, man.
Yeah, that wasn't really what I wanted to have happen there. I feel bad for turning Hunter there. I wasn't letting out of the gas. I was trying to get him the win there. And I stayed on the yellow, and he kind of came up, and I hit that left rear corner, and it just was spinning him. So I hate it, but we had a good finish. It would have been a really close finish if we could have just ran to the finish there to the line. I would be interested to see who would have won that.
Yeah, you ran up front all night. Yeah, I saw Hunter when he moved up, and happened several times tonight. Dana was pushing somebody. They went up, and then he hit them on the left rear corner and turned them, and that's just speedway racing. But did a great job tonight. We're up in the top most of the night, and second place finish is pretty good after all the melee and all the damaged cars we had tonight.
Yeah. The new tire model definitely it feels different. I'm not saying it's bad. It seemed like at the beginning of the race I was getting really loose, pushing on the middle lane or the top lane, I guess. So the bottom lane didn't really get loose at all. So I don't know if it changed. I didn't really get back up in the middle after the race got progressing further. So a little different than we're used to.
Yeah, that last stop, lefts or rights?
Well, the last stop that I took, so we were pitting, and right as I was entering, the caution went out. So we just decided to go back in and get 4, me and Todd and Steven. So then we kept filling it up right before the end of that pit. So I hadn't pitted since lap 55, I think.
Okay, yeah, that's good. Yeah, the short tracks, mile and a half, this tire is awesome, but I've noticed that it is a little bit loose starting out, then the heat gets in the tire, and then as the fuel burns off, the car seems to loosen up a little more.
Yeah, it did seem like right at the beginning. So the first pit stop, I just took 2 tires and or no, I took 0 tires, and I came out, and right before the heat started getting in the tire, I was very loose, and then it started getting a little bit better, and then we had a caution, so I don't know what would have happened.
Well, congratulations on second place. Who do you want to thank tonight?
Oh, I just want to thank 3 Wide Motorsports, everybody that helps put this on, all the drivers for coming out, and MaxSpeedTV. Thanks to you guys for coming and broadcasting this for us. You guys do an awesome job.
Well, thank you, sir. It was a great race, exciting finish, and we look forward to next Sunday night.
All right, thanks, guys.
Thank you, DJ. All right, we got third place here, Daniel Holloway. Well, it wasn't a win for you tonight, brother, but you put the kisses on the podium.
That's right. Woo! What an ending that was.
It was crazy, man. Well, all the wrecks that happened tonight, you seemed to, well, you didn't, it started out, you didn't fare too good, but then kind of toward the end, you fared out pretty good of it. You at least got up there. You kind of missed your teammate there, Chris Akers, pushing with you because he was damaged so much. But boy, I'll tell you what a race this was. It was so difficult for you guys. And again, coming into tonight, some people, maybe some unknowns there. But I think in time, a couple more races, and everybody should have this the feel of these new tires, a little bit better. But man, what was your take on the tires and how the car handled tonight?
I thought the car felt pretty good. Beg to differ at the beginning of the race with that little mishap. Me doing 3-way, but other than that, I took 4 tires after I got my fast repair and pretty much did all left tires from there. And then the last pit stop, just fuel only, no tires, and it still felt good right there in the middle. But I think after a couple races, like you said, I think everybody get used to the tire module and should be a lot better.
Yeah, we talked earlier. By the way, Daniel, I picked you to win the race, but I'll take a third.
I was right there. Was not leaving my teammate out to dry. I told him on that restart, the last one, Green-white-checkers, I said, hold on to it because I'm not getting off your bumper.
I figured that. I figured that's what you were doing. Yep.
Yeah, that kisses was kissing that Oreo, all right.
That's a lot of chocolate right there. You know that.
There's plenty to go around.
Yep.
Hey, Christmas time, Oreos has a new package with mint Oreos, like peppermint bark Oreos. They're awesome.
Yep.
I do love those, but I got to see if we can get my teammate to drive a green car. I don't know.
Yeah. Them thin mints that the Girl Scouts sell. Oh, God, I love them things. Not the Girl Scouts. The thin mints.
We know what you meant, Rudy.
Well, I didn't want somebody to think I said that. But, all right, well, who you got to thank for this third place then, Daniel?
Oh, gosh. Candy Shack guys, awesome finish, Paul. First and third, and I think Dana got 6th, I think. Akers, Reese's, he ran out of Reese's cups, so I think he got in the back there a little bit. But NSRA, great league, awesome to be in here. And you guys, MaxSpeedTV, Wayne, you, Rudy, everybody watching. Hopefully that was excitement for everyone tonight. And good long green flag in the middle of the race, and then we had couple cautions. One caution could breed a caution, but ended off with a fabulous ending. And hate to see Hunter, get taken out like that accidentally there. And anything can happen. If it was Daytona, he could have probably won it, but here at Talladega, it's a different spot, and ended up different finish.
Yes, sir. I know when you come through that bumpy spot in the tri-oval right there, there's some pretty rigorous bumps right there. And that could actually, DJ might have lifted the back end of that car right off the ground or something there. And that's what, probably caused him to spin, or it was thereabouts somewhere where they were getting into them bumps. But, well, congratulations, Daniel.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Okay. I think maybe DJ caught him more towards the left rear bumper, and that's what it probably caused. But
yeah,
I just got to shout out for Rusty too, because he was pushing me on that white flag, and I can't believe I kept it straight enough to where he was pushing me, and I was trying my best not to get Paul. I got a squirrely one time, but we regrouped pretty darn quick and came right back.
Oh, and kudos, Russell ends up his roof, and you turned him over at the end of the race.
Well, that's a good framing picture right there.
Yeah. Well, who you got to thank?
I just got everybody thanking.
Everybody. I think I already did. Yep. Yeah. Okay.
Yep.
All right. Well, we'll see you back next week at Daytona, and maybe you'll get a win next week, Daniel.
Yeah, hopefully, everybody tune in. A special sponsor coming up Friday night and everything, and hopefully everybody enjoys that race too.
Well, make sure you got that guy you pushed to the win tonight. He needs to push you to the win next week.
Hey,
that's how it works.
It's a team, Yep.
So, all right, brother. Good luck next week, and congrats tonight on third.
Thanks, guys. See y'all.
All right.
Good night, sir.
All right, let's run down through the final results here. Paul Servant coming home with the win, a much-needed win, too. I mean, he's been struggling there in fourth place and not having the good finishes that he wants, but he come out of it with the win here tonight. DJ Mitzel in second. Daniel Holloway finishes third. Les Levy fourth. Rusty McCarron fifth. Todd Post in sixth place. Dana Osborne seventh. Anthony English eighth. Hunter Reynolds ninth. And Doug Johnson rounds out the top 10. Wayne?
And 11th, J.D. Crow. 12th, Stephen Herman. 13th is John Johnson. 14th, Chris Whitaker. Lynn McNeese in 15th. David Gainforth in 16th. 17th is Mark Mann, who was in that last big wreck before the green-white-checker. Chris Akers in 18th. Sean Stevens 19th. And 20th, Russell Hancock.
All right, Sean Wilder will finish 21st. Daniel Harrington 22nd. J.R. Johnson 23rd. Tim Williams 24th. Hondo Coe 25th. Gary Whitmer Jr. in 26th. Joe Sanders 27th. And Peter Bailey rounds out the field in 28th. So again, congratulations to our winner, Paul Servant. Thank you for helping tonight, Wayne. I appreciate it so much. And good race tonight. We go off to Daytona next week.
That's right, folks. Thanks for watching. Remember, invite your friends. Get another chance to win that Sam Bass print. And buckle up for safety.
That's
Have a great
right.
week.
All right. Thanks for watching tonight, folks. And until next time, stay safe and have a good night.